Yeah.
Okay.
So if we want to launch into sort of my deconstruction, it was really kind of interesting because I was born and raised Southern Baptist in
Mm.
Fort Smith, Arkansas, and avid reader of Greek mythology.
Mm.
And so it's funny because my sort of deconstruction kind of it happened in sort of waves
Mm.
throughout my life and kind of cycles and things like that, where I would be close, I would step away, or I would, you know, what's the word? Renew, re-up, rededicate myself to Christianity. I mean, we were the Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday, and then everything I did with the youth group, you know, so a good 40% of my
Mm.
everyday life came back to that church in some way, shape, form, or fashion,
Sure.
you know, things that I did. Um, but really kind of the triggering point for me and kind of a lot of that as I was growing up was sort of this love of Greek mythology,
Yeah.
right? As I read it and I loved the stories and things like that. And then as sort of time went on, I kind of start to ask myself questions about, you know, people believed this at sort of one point, right?
Oh, yeah, for
This
sure.
was religion to them. The gods were real to them in the way that, you know, the God of the Bible, the Christian belief was you know, to me. Um, I went to this summer program after my junior year of high school, the Arkansas Governor's School. And one of the most interesting things about that, what they try to do is like a 6-week program over the summer for quote unquote gifted and talented people. Somehow or another, I got in. I don't know. But uh, one of the key sort of things coming out of that was sort of they're teaching us to look at both sides
Mm.
of an issue or all sides of it. Consider perspectives other than your own, right? And so I really kind of came away from that with a number of questions and thoughts, kind of, you know, just again, a couple more inches chipped away, a couple of slivers off the block of what I thought or what I believed. Um, but kind of all those questions sort of lodge and they
Mm.
continue to sort of take root. And then I have, and as I go on and it was one day, um, probably in 28 or 29, I was in McKay's bookstore and I came across this book. It was Atheism, The Case Against God.